welcome to Sarah's Tarot. Here is your Valentines and love guidance for February for all the earth signs, that's Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. And I'm using the Romantic Tarot, and I also have two Romance Angel cards for you for Valentine's Day. So let's see what's coming up for you. Your cards are the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles. Love this card in this deck, and the Empress. Okay, so we'll start with your we'll start with your first card, the Two of Pentacles, and that card relates to balance, and it can also relate to juggling. So this is in terms of perhaps finance. It could be in terms of time, of resources. You know, earth signs do tend to be hard workers. And some of you watching this may have your own business to run. And this month is about finding time for romance, or even the money. So it's working out what you can afford to do, whether you can afford to have the night off, whether you can afford to have a whole weekend off, or whether you can even juggle enough time or resources to go out on a date. Now that's regardless of whether you are in a relationship or not, okay? For those of you with someone, it may be financial issues that are a bit of a problem this month. Or it may be the two of you are just so bogged down with other issues going on that it's going to be a tricky one in terms of finding some quality time together this month. Now, clearly for relationships it's very important, and there's a lot of thinking going on around this situation. For those of you single, then it may be you're wondering if you can find the time, or do you have the finances to go out and start a new relationship, because this Ace of Swords is all about new starts. You know, it's challenging. There's a lot of mental effort going on with those of you who are single right now. You're wondering if you can start all over again. If you can see the blood on this sword here, perhaps there were difficulties in the past that you went through that you kind of haven't quite gotten over yet. And, you know, that it really is hard to know whether it's something you want to get into. Maybe there is someone around you, those of you who are single, who you are interested in, or who is interested in you, and you really don't know, you're humming and hawing, you know, you're thinking of all the difficulties it could bring. So lots to think about there. And yeah, it could have been around perhaps some of your past relationship. Perhaps some of you are, you know, were married in the past. Some of you who are single right now, and you know, there was a divorce. You know, if we put these two cards together, you can see, especially if we put that side, you know, there was a possible break or divorce between you, and you're struggling right now to know if that's what you want. Because February tends to be a month where we think about love, we think about relationships, because that's all we see, isn't it? We see hearts and flowers everywhere, and we hear about everyone going out on these wonderful dates and getaways and whatever, and we want to be part of it. You know, and earth signs do like to be settled, but once bitten, twice shy is what I want to say to you. So that's why you're humming and hawing right now. But for those of you in a relationship, then there could be some of you that are proposed to this month. Don't be surprised if you can see the bride here, you know. So some of you may even be getting married this month, you know, or thinking about getting married, something like that. But there's decisions being made, isn't there? Maybe you're, you know, if you're with a partner, you may be thinking, shall I ask? Shall I ask about marriage? You know, can we afford it? You might be living with your partner and feel it's time for you to tie the knot, you know, that kind of thing. But you will be thinking of your long-term security this month and your long-term happiness. And then we have the Hermit card. So there will be a sort of sense of wanting to stand back from all the social occasions that are going on this month. Maybe you just don't want to be drawn into it, can't be doing with it. And some of you may be feeling that Valentine's is actually a bit of a waste of time. Whether you're in a relationship or not, and you could be tempted to stand back and not join in. And then as we move along, we have this Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles relates to your element. It relates to earth signs. It's a wonderful card, wonderful depiction, beautiful green gown he has here. He looks at things long term, as all of you earth signs tend to do. You're solid and steady, and you are definitely thinking about your future this month and how you want to go forward. Some of you may even be in a difficult relationship and you're wondering whether it's something you want to stay in. And earth signs do not make snap decisions, you know, they like to take their time. So if that's the case, then you know, there will be some deep thought and reflection going on this month. And then we have this lovely Empress. And in relation to love readings, this indicates that it's a month for some treats, for some pampering, okay? So if you are in a relationship, I feel they want me to tell you that as busy as you are this month, or even if money is tight, find a way if you can to treat your partner, okay? To sort of pamper the relationship, shall we say, nurture it. Simple things can mean a lot. Cooking a meal for someone if there's not a lot of money around. Lighting a candlelit meal, the two of you, getting the children looked after, that kind of thing. Making yourself look nice, as if you were going out on a date, or genuinely finding some time to book a meal out. But it's about focusing quality time on the two of you if you can. And for those of you who are single, then I feel this is about giving yourself some time this month, pampering yourself for a while, you know. If you haven't got a partner, you know, you can spoil yourself. Why not? Why do you have to have someone else spoil you? You're very independent as an earth sign, and you do like beautiful things. Maybe you could treat yourself to a lovely piece of jewellery, that kind of thing. And, you know, if you are humming and hawing about the money, well, I feel you deserve it, don't you? So let's take a look at your romance angel cards for Valentine's Day. Okay, you've got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I like that, don't you? So this is a reminder for all you earth signs to tap into that playful side of yourself, okay, which can get lost amongst the seriousness of life, all right? And then you have express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture So there you go, earth signs. Don't hold back. You know, a little bit of loving goes a long way. And that is your reading for this month. If you'd like to order a reading, then you can do so on my link below, and I shall be back again soon.